tournaments. His starting lineup, a veteran, Pilcher and Isham, really giving you fits in the background, and in the backcourt, I should say. Poteet, Brady will board and score. And we talked about Lauren Lenhart. If she's active, if she is on her game, she will be a handful for the Lobos today.
And this is just an intriguing matchup with two teams that probably didn't expect to be here necessarily in the semifinal game for the Mountain West tournament. And I talked to both coaches prior to today's game, and they are loose. They're just like, you know, what do we have to lose? We have the opportunity right now to go out, play against a team that we could be competitive with, and who knows, in 40 minutes we might be in the finals.
Both teams in upset fashion advancing to today's semifinals. New Mexico shocking UNLV in the quarters, and Boise State doing a number on favored Colorado State. Broncos in their home whites. But it'll be New Mexico trying to draw first blood in their road unis. Fresh 30.
Good job by Jordan Erskine of hitting the offensive boards. And how about that? Immediately inside to the young lady who had such a huge game yesterday, Porche Torrance.
Terrific high-low look there, and the lob hit the target, and Torrance with an easy deuce. Let's see if she can keep that flow going, keep the momentum going. Isham to the cup.
Both these teams going early to their perimeter scorers, looking for Caroline Durbin, New Mexico did, and Katie Isham at the other end for an early opportunity.
Nelson had 4 triples in the quarterfinals and 14 points against UNLV. Really lighting it up. You don't expect that kind of production from her beyond the arc. Triple or 2, yeah, but not 4. 8 on the shot clock. Naiji gives it up. There's Nelson, guarded by Isham, letting him play. Boy, Lenhart couldn't put her mitts on that ball, and it's a fresh 30 as it landed safely into the hands of Porche Torrance.
And I think Porche Torrance, she can be so slippery as well, so she went and got that basketball. She will hit the offensive boards quite a bit and go get loose balls. 50-50 balls are usually hers. There she is on the inside. Look at that great position. And again, we talk about when you post up, taking your defender as far up the lane as you possibly can. You just keep working them as far as they'll let you.
Another paint point. Make it points for Torrance. So it's Porche 4, Boise State 0. We're early in semifinal number 2 here at the Thomas and Mack Center. Mountain West Conference Championships. The women taking center court. Pilcher can't answer. Naiji with the carom, and here comes Nikki Nelson. Skips it up top. Erskine had a notion to go inside to Torrance, but the Lobos will reload. 4 in double figures against UNLV. Very impressive on Wednesday in the quarterfinals. Another lob inside to Torrance, and she does it again.
So difficult to guard Torrance because, again, she's so slender and so quick and has great jumping ability. If you front her, she's going to get good position. And right now, I think the Broncos need to have better pressure on the ball. Don't allow those passes in quite so easily.
Torrance feeling good again in the quarters. She was just unstoppable, and there's a block. My goodness. And I'll tell you, Torrance has got now about, oh, I don't know, 70 blocks on the season.
Again, just great position right here. Did you see how she spun right there as the ball was reversed? She's a defensive player of the year in the Mountain West, and only player to return from the all-defensive team last season.
Wow, leads this conference in blocks. She just showed you why. And she's only 6'1", but that shows the athleticism and timing of Porche Torrance.
This is an intriguing matchup with Erskine and Lauren Lenhart. Erskine less talented probably than Lenhart, but has the job of guarding Lenhart and vice versa.
2 on the shot clock for Nelson. Got away with the walk. There's a turnover, so Gordy Presnell likes the outcome.
Yeah, just a poor pass right there by Nikki Nelson. And if you get that late in the shot clock, that's the second time that Nikki Nelson has had the ball in her hands. She's at 5'5", difficult for her to create her own shot. I think as a team, New Mexico needs to be more aware of what the shot clock is, where it is.
New Mexico already has 5 rebounds to none for Boise State. Lenhart, poke checked away.
And right now, Erskine being very, very physical with Lenhart. Looks like a jump ball called, and it's going to go. Yeah,
possession arrow, yes.
To Boise State right now. The crowd getting into it. As we know, the Lobo crowd travels very, very well. Big part of the game, and they won on Wednesday.
Red galore. 11 on the shot clock for Brady. Ball fake. Nicely done.
Yeah, and Isham did a nice job of going away, taking her defense with her on that play to allow the basket to open up and the lane to open up. Nicole Brady, very, very quiet, I thought, in the game, in the quarterfinal game. Just 4 points in that game. She's a player that has a terrific shot and the ability to score.
Well, she had a lot of help that other day, though. 4 Broncos in double figures. So you know that there are kids that can light it up. But yes, expect more from Brady in the scoring department. Shot clock winding down. Terrific finish from Erskine. Working hard.
And Jordan Erskine, a nice size on the interior. Not that tall, at 6 feet tall, but she doesn't mind playing in that post position.
Brady, triple, rims out. Nice job by Poteet. Fresh 30. Lenhart likes it from there. Rims out. She'll take that every time, though. That's a good look. Erskine not known for her three-point shooting, so wisely lets the offense get set up. High-low. This time, Porche was double-teamed with help.
And Poteet playing high side. Again, Porche Torrance having that lob opportunity, but good help from Lenhart.
Somebody sliding over finally. Whoops. That was poke checked away from behind, I think. New Mexico nursing that 8-2 lead. And just kind of unforced error, if you will. Torrance taking her eye off of it, but New Mexico lights the start. 8-2, we're early. Porche Torrance with 6 points already. Lobos have led from the tip on top of Boise State early, 8-2 in semifinal action of the Mountain West Tournament. The keys to the game are brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram. Andrea?
Yeah, Lobo keys. I won't make you get a stat sheet out. I'll just tell you, stat line 8 and 17, that's 3-point field goal percentage and turnover. So keep your eye on those two stats. Torrance on a tear. We've already seen that 6 points early for Porche Torrance. She was terrific on Wednesday. Boise State dictate the tempo. This could be in transition. This could be attacking the basket. They like to get up and down and score a lot of points. And leadership from Lauren. This is a position as far as leadership goes that Lauren Lenhart is slowly growing into.
So the Broncos of Boise State making their Mountain West Tournament debut. We know that they made hay in the WAC for so many years. This is their first year in our beloved conference, and here they are in the semifinals.
Well, excited to get a win in the quarterfinals. Played very, very well. Had 4 players in double figures, as you've mentioned.
Skipping it to Lenhart. One dribble gave her a little freedom, and she knocks it down.
And nice ball movement right there, and a good choice by Pilcher to continue using her dribble, make that extra pass, get Lenhart involved.
Lenhart's first deuce. 18-7 in the quarterfinals. Leading everybody for Boise State. She was terrific. 10 on the shot clock for Nelson. Mexico has been a little sloppy the last couple of possessions, but not there. Oh, the finish can't get her done as Durbin. Nice dish from Torrance on the backdoor cut.
It's a situation where you do everything right late in the shot clock and it just doesn't go down.
Brady rims out. Hustle for the rebound, and Boise State picks it up. Oh, what a dish. I mean, Pilcher head up and finds Lenhart.
Yeah, wasn't Pilcher good in the quarterfinals as well? She really came to play, and I think as an upperclassman, as the senior on this team, she has been incredibly focused in this tournament.
Well, she gives you 6 points a game, but she had 12 in the quarters, and all those assists. 4 helpers, and was really a master at running the show. So Boise State within 2. Again, late in the shot clock for Torrance. Rims out. Erskine outduels Lenhart for the offensive rebound and a fresh 30 for the Lobos.
So many times now, New Mexico early in this game has gotten down where the shot clock is under 10, down to 4 or 5.
Isham tries to fight through a pick. Nelson rims out. That time Lenhart was saying, not on my watch.
Yeah, and Lenhart has got her work cut out for her as far as boxing out Jordan Erskine today.
Brady almost has it knocked away. Pilcher goes high. Wild shot. Nelson with the carom. Leads it for Durbin. Lets the defender go by and nails it.
Such a pretty shot. Caroline Durbin has been doing that all year long. Mostly a player that will come off in the context of the offense and knock down threes. Shoots around 50% from the three-point line, but a good job in transition there.
During the regular season, Durbin really lit it up against this club. She had 27 the last time out, so the scouting report says, get on Caroline. Good D by Torrance.
I think Isham just saw Torrance right there. She penetrated, waited for Torrance to make a move, and a little bit intimidated.
Another turnover by New Mexico. And Diana Lee will check in, as will Kiana Engel for Boise State.
Porche Torrance, I think, has done such a great job on the inside, whether it's taking a charge, rebounding, blocking shots. Her defensive presence has been a big key to New Mexico's success, especially on Wednesday.
Right away, Engel to the rim. She can't finish. Lauren Taylor, who just checked in from New Mexico, with the rebound.
We talked about it last game, the previous game to this, how much advantage San Diego State had because of their bench. The same can be said for Boise State. New Mexico with a very short bench, a lot of injuries this season. The Broncos have a lot of options, especially at the guard position.
Taylor goes behind her back, leaves it for Torrance. 15-footer rims out. Look at Lauren Taylor. This senior hustle all the way. Knee surgeries, just banged up.
She's played so well, I think, in this tournament too. Looked a lot fresher, had a little bit of rest after that issue of getting hit in the head and having a concussion-like symptoms.
Little excuse me bucket for Torrance.
Well, the offensive rebounding for the Lobos has been really, really good here. Part of that is just because I think that they do a good job of hitting the offensive boards. They have players that are committed to that, like Porche Torrance. And part of it is when you take those long shots on the perimeter. Torrance took one earlier. This one right here was by Caroline Durbin. She misses everything. You never quite know where it's going to come off. And I'll tell you what, Porche Torrance knows how to be in the right place at the right time on that situation.
The Lobos crash in the offensive boards. 5 rebounds in that department. And that just wears you down mentally and physically, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it really, really does. And a good timeout right there by Gordy Presnell. They're working really hard defensively. I think the Broncos are doing a good job of making New Mexico have to use the shot clock, not necessarily take great shots, but they have to finish off their defensive plays.
Julia Marshall checking in to the Boise lineup, and should mention Jamie Jackson on the floor too for New Mexico.
Talk about the options at the guard position. You see one right there for Boise State, Engel, Diana Lee, who's coming off the screen right here, and then Marshall, who also checked in.
Marshall kicks it. Brady, open look, can't get it down. Torrance, here we go. A lot of red. Jackson, can she finish? Missed opportunity for the Lobos. They had a 4-on-1 break, but they still like what the scoreboard's looking like, up by 6.